My duties are to my family. But I am loyal only to myself. Hello and welcome to Rogue Legacy, the Lament of Zors, or however you're supposed to say it. So, I would definitely consider myself a pretty big fan of the original Rogue Legacy. And, wait a minute. That was weird. What? Whoa! Whoa! Okay, this mod is already making things interesting. So I'm definitely a fan of the original Rogue Legacy, and you know, I got the game originally in like 2013, and I've probably beaten it about like 5 times since then. Because like every 2 years or so, I'll be like, oh yeah, Rogue Legacy, that's a game that exists. I should do a playthrough of that. And then I do a playthrough of it. And you know, then I beat the game. And then, you know, years later I'll be like, oh yeah, Rogue Legacy. So there's a good chance that someone out there is watching this having no idea like what Rogue Legacy is. This is a mod that basically just adds a whole bunch of stuff, rebalances some stuff, and just makes a whole bunch of you know, little tweaks. So you know, I'm definitely going to be pointing out what is different from the original game, because I remember this game well enough to know right off the bat. Press D to attack. And with that, Rogue Legacy. Never gonna give you up, Mod V 1.5.1. Is that like the name of the version or something? Like how some, like, programs will name their versions, like, oh, this is Strawberry Edition. I'm curious about that bit of text. Is that just what they named this update, whatever version of the mod 1.5.1 is? So I already changed my settings. Everything should be good. Quick drop should just be on by default if you ask me. Let's see, what is this new menu option? Guess this is just like a credits button. Well, considering that's just credits, I'm just fuck you, Dolphin. Okay, maybe that's just random splash text and nothing to do with the, like, mod's version or whatever. Anyway, if you're somehow not aware of what Rogue Legacy is by this point, it's basically a neat little side-scrolling, like, 2D roguelike. What is that text in the bottom there? Basically a little 2D roguelite, which means that you like have some progress between, you know, your different runs. You can get like upgrades and stuff like that, and you can beat the game without upgrades, but I'm definitely going to be using upgrades, so I'm not like a super speed runner. Journal entry number 1. Treason. An assassin has wounded my father, the king. To bring order back to the kingdom, he has sent my siblings and I on a quest to save him. Together we will venture into the Cursed Woods and enter Castle Hampson. This cursed castle has stood on the edge of the woods since time immemorial, but rumors say that within it dwells an item which will cure any ailment. Tonight I will get a head start over my brothers and sisters and set forth on my quest while they lay asleep. To fail this quest would be an embarrassment to my name. So, apologies if I sound different or the video looks any different or this video doesn't have a thumbnail, because the reason I'm starting a brand new series right now is because I'm on a new computer. Well, maybe new isn't the right term. I'm on a temporary computer that doesn't have anything from my computer, and this includes the thumbnail template, so I have not been able to make any custom thumbnails for any videos. So that's fun. So I'm just starting a new series where I don't have to have any files or save files, what have you, from my original computer until I get that back up working again. I would love to just play Celeste in the situation, but, you know, I don't even have Steam Cloud for that. I also don't want to play something like Hollow Knight at the moment because, you know, I don't know how much I can trust this computer that I'm borrowing at the moment. Will I be able to transfer everything easily, or would it be too much of a pain? I don't want to lose any super important sessions, so I figure starting a brand new, you know, series, you know, if this recording gets lost somehow, oh well, whatever, I guess. Jeez, that's a lot of enemies for this one room. Okay, I definitely am not the best equipped to deal with this situation. So yeah, the layout of the castle is randomized. It's, you know, roguelite, so of course it is. All of the, like, rooms themselves are pre-made, though, so definitely expect this to, you know, be repeated at some point. And sometimes you get really unlucky and just see the same room over and over and over again. Sometimes you don't see a certain room basically ever. Yeah, so I'm not touching this. This teleports you to a random room in the castle. A completely random area, and I'm not sure I'm ready for that yet. God, I love the money attracting. Yeah, that's gonna solve so many issues, like, where money just gets stuck in this game. Like, it'll be on top of spikes or clipped inside the wall. Oh, that text at the bottom is like, what room you're in, I guess. Fascinating. So yeah, I looked at a page, like, describing the mod's features. It has, like, a bunch of new bosses. I saw some, like, the class rebalances that they had. Like, I didn't actually, like, read through the... Oh, God. My timing could have been better for sure. Yeah, they have a lot of interesting ideas for, you know, their class changes. Like, again, I didn't read the whole page, like, start to finish, but I did skim a little bit of it. Something about, like, mages having some, like, mana regeneration to some extent. Some more, like, buffs to, spelunkers that help them get gold easier. Stuff like that. I was not looking at that object when I hit it, so I don't know what that was. See, that just leads back up to the top. I shall head down here. Yeah, despite, like, beating this game 5 times, I'm not perfect at it, so don't expect me to be. I don't think I've even gotten all of the achievements in the base game. But this is a game that I know pretty well. I can look at just about any feature and tell you what it does in the base game, so it'll be interesting to see what you know, they've changed in this mod. Funny story, I never would have even known that this mod existed if it weren't for an anniversary update that the original game had. So they, you know, released this random anniversary update just for the fun of it, but thing is, the update made the mod impossible to install because it was just not compatible. So basically what the developer of, you know, Rogue Legacy did is they added an option to the, oh god, I could have done that better. They added an option to the, like, game startup thing that lets you play either the original game or, you know, the mod. So, oh god, I pressed the wrong button to jump. I thought it was A for some reason. This game has a weird control scheme with S being jump, and I think A is like a class ability, W is spell. And, yeah, so basically this mod is essentially built into the game now. When you start the game, you can choose whether you want to have the mod or not. So that's pretty cool if you ask me. Oh, hello. Didn't realize there were more enemies in the room. Well, more enemies that I wouldn't have seen anyway. Let's see. Not doing terribly for a first run. I am at only 20 health out of 100. I'm gonna come back here later, thank you very much. Definitely use more healing check-in. So if any of the furniture here has that, that would be very nice. Big room. Oh, we gotta be careful of you. The way you take a lot of damage in this game is by being overconfident. So I'm just gonna try to not do that. You know, not be overconfident. We'll see how that works out. Yeah, I do think that it would be fun to do a Let's Play of this game's sequel at some point, because, amazingly enough, there is a sequel to this game. And, you know, I would have loved to do the whole thing that I did with Risk of Rain 2, where I, you know, follow it through early access and stuff like that, but I just felt like I had too many series going and didn't want to start the game while it was in early access, because, you know, I probably would have done like one session of the early access version, and then the next session would be like, surprise, game's no longer early access. I missed the platform by a mile. So yeah, I'll probably do it someday, now that I have a more consistent schedule, but yeah, for now I'm just playing this because I don't currently own Rogue Legacy 2, and even if I did, I wouldn't want to risk, you know, saving that on this particular computer, in case I lose it. So, I have officially died my first death, and now I can choose a new character. Got a mage, a powerful spellcaster. You drain mana from your surroundings. Fascinating. This basically just means you don't have a health bar. Muscle weakness, enemies won't get knocked back. Knight. Gets extra strength at low health. That's new. Gigantism, chickens freak you out. HP and MP pools are swapped. I definitely don't care about that one very much. Let's go with Sir Jacoby. So because I got a whole bunch of money that run, I can definitely get some nice upgrades. Definitely want to get as many first tier upgrades as I can, because that unlocks more upgrades. I don't have perfect memory of where all the upgrades are, so I'm just gonna buy everything until it's all revealed. You know, one thing I have heard is that the upgrade that previously let you reduce the, you know, cost of, like, the toll for entering the castle was changed to reducing the cost of the architect. So basically in this game, when you go into the castle, you lose all of your money that you have left over, so you want to spend all of it. So with that upgrade, you get to keep a little bit of it, maybe like half, I think. But in this mod, that is not the case. I guess you just lose all of it anyway, which honestly makes sense from a design standpoint, if you ask me. I always forget that the mana upgrade doesn't actually unlock anything. And that's about all I can afford at the moment. Welcome, hero. Maybe you can help me. I used to be the greatest blacksmith in all the lands, but one day, the monsters of this castle attacked my smithy and stole all my blueprints. Without those blueprints, I can only make cutlery and stuff. Please bring back any blueprints you find, and I can build the most amazing equipment ever. Ever. At a price, of course. Of course, there is standard equipment that I can get here that is way outside my price range. Hello, hero. Could I borrow your ear for a moment? I'm in need of your help. I used to be a very powerful enchantress, but one day the monsters of the castle invaded my dreams and stole my knowledge. They encased that knowledge in runes, and without those runes, I suck at my job. Please, hero, if you find any runes, bring them back to me, and then I'll sell it back to you at a profit. Also got, Sprint rune and Vault runes, neither of which I can afford at the moment, though I definitely should buy those at some point. One must pay the toll. Yep. Take all my money. Back into Castle Hampson. Right, I keep moving my hand downward to, like, ZXC, but no, it's up at ASD. This is a fun room to be, thrust into to start with. I could not jump over that. That money would have fallen onto the spikes if it wasn't attracted to me. That is a very nice feature. Very curious what the new features in this mod are, so you know, we'll definitely have to see that as I go. Good, I'm just short enough to get under that. Head up here. Hopefully I can get more done on this particular run. Ah, yes. The chickens freak you out thing. Instead of, like, the healing chicken, you get this that you have to kill in order to get the healing chicken. Delicious. Sorry if it feels like I'm talking at a mile a minute, but there's a lot to say. There's just so much to say. And I'm gonna have to break the muscle memory of standing by the chest to get all the money. I don't need to do that anymore, which is very nice. Yeah, I never know how I'm going to edit a series before I get into it. Not sure if 100% of every run will end up being in the video, or if I'll be cutting past a lot of stuff, because the game can definitely be a little bit repetitive at times. So, okay, these things, I've basically never understood how they work. They just kind of die at random like that, but it seemed like it was turning red as it was bouncing on the walls, so I guess it's supposed to be like a visualization of this mechanic? Which is a hell of a lot better than it just mysteriously disappearing. I definitely got the impression that the faster it bounces between walls, the more likely it is to disappear, but again, I never really knew what the mechanics for that are, and honestly still don't. But that is a step in the right direction for sure. Defeat all enemies. I cannot. That is just the thing with these fairy chests sometimes. You just don't have the right equipment for it. Oh yeah, I forgot I got like the class ability that lets... Thank God, healing. Class ability that lets me do this. Although I gotta remember that that's something I can do. Well, now I'm dead, so there goes that character.